Don't buy a house just because it's cheap. Make sure that you are getting good value. Today, I will be unpacking how to find good value in a property, from entry price to potential growth to the macro pricing within the region. That's what we want to look at to spot the best value properties. So how do we spot good value? Could a quality leasehold property provide better returns than a freehold property? Let's examine this closer. In most times, a leasehold versus a freehold development will have a 15 to 20% pricing difference. This means that if the leasehold property is at 1,005 PSF, the market price of the freehold should be at 1,008 PSF or a 20% premium. However, if the leasehold is at 1,005 and the freehold is at 2,000 PSF, then there is a 25% difference and the leasehold could potentially be the value option. So some of my clients, they are maximizing the difference. How? For example, by choosing leasehold projects in District 21, they are just one street away from the freehold District 10 or 11 core central region properties. This means that for an extra 2 to 3 minute walk, they get a similar location but at a lower price due to the tenure and perhaps a slightly lower price again due to the district. Today, I want to look at one such project at Gardenvista. Gardenvista TOP'd in 2006 and all in there are 318 units in this development which is spread over 10 floors. In this video, we'll look at number 1, how pricing here has changed over time. Number 2, what are the unit types that are selling well? Number 3, prices you will be looking at now. And number 4, of course, the layout analysis. Firstly, when it comes to pricing, over the past 10 years, prices have appreciated more than 24%. This means that from 1,001 PSF, you are now coming in at least 1,005 PSF. If you are looking at a shorter time frame, in just the past 3 years, this percentage is about 17% or about 5% plus per year. Now, 2018 was when the en bloc wave was picking up, and just next door to Gardenvista, Mayfair Gardens went en bloc. So I would say the en bloc wave has probably helped play a part in the prices picking up. However, I think that another of the reasons for the growth of prices is the Beauty World Integrated Transport Hub. Because since the hub was announced in 2019, prices have spiked 10% from about 1,003 to about 1,005 PSF. This means that even if you purchase at the last peak in 2013, prices have now exceeded those peaks already. So when compared with projects completed in the same period but are freehold since 2017, for example, Nexus just across the road, which TOP'd in 2007 and also has around 300 units, this development has increased about 15%. On the other hand, Gardenvista prices have increased 25%. So why is that so? Why is there a greater demand and greater growth for the leasehold property? Well, I think that absolute quantum plays a big part. For Nexus, the most recent 2-bedder transaction was at 1.74 million in April. For Gardenvista, the most recent 2-bedder sale was in February for 1.295 million. So 1.35 versus 1.75. If you have a budget, you could stretch. But if you have a fixed budget, then maybe that's not possible. However, you cannot simply extrapolate this data and say, oh, Jeremy says I must buy leasehold. Leasehold makes more sense. We need to understand the fundamentals behind it as well. So let's look at Signature Park versus High Oak now. Both of these are in the Beauty World area. Both of these completed in the 1999-1998 period, and from 2017 to now, High Oak is up 22%, but Signature Park is up 30%. And at first, one of the thoughts I had was High Oak increased less because of the construction next door at Daintree. But after, Signature Park also had construction at Foret next door, but prices still increased. Why? Due to the age. As the development further increases in age, maybe after 20 years, a difference will appear due to the depreciating lease for the leasehold. But is this really a bad thing? Not really, because the pricing difference will make it attractive for developers to come in to en bloc the leasehold property. Next, let's look at what unit types sell well at Gardenvista. Now, the vast majority of the units being taken up here are actually the 3-bedder unit types at around 1,100 square feet. Firstly, the majority of units here are also the 3-bedders. However, I think that this is a very good design decision on the part of the developer, as people coming in here are definitely families. Many of the families are no-fuss families who want to move in immediately to a home, and some of which they want a home in this area specifically due to MGS. There are also a handful of 2-bedders, 1+ study, patios and 4-bedder transactions as well. However, as they do not exceed 1 to 3 units in the entire year, I don't think we want to make a decision based on them. I do think it's important to highlight that for the 1+ study units here, these are very popular as rental units, and the study in some of the layouts are good enough to be junior common rooms with a window inside as well. That's why they are popular as rental units due to the schools nearby, not just MGS but also Pei Hwa, where we see people renting for the address. We also see people renting as their study parents, and sometimes for 2 people, the 3-bedders are too big and the 2-bedders are too rare, and that's why they rent the 1+ study, which is almost 800 to 900 square feet, not a Mickey Mouse unit by any stretch. So, what are prices in Gardenvista like? For a 1+ study, we are looking at around 1.1 to 1.2 million. For a 2-bedder, around 1.3 to 1.35 million. For a 3-bedder, around 1.7 to 1.8 million. And for a 4-bedder, we are looking at around 2.1 million. So if you are looking at rentals, the rentals are very healthy with many transactions. For the 1+ study, it comes in around 2.5k. For a 2-bedder, around 3k to 3.3k. For a 3-bedder, 3.6 to 4k. And for 4-bedders, around 4.2 to 4.5k. Finally, I will touch on something that a lot of you are very interested in: layouts. So for Gardenvista, the first layout I will touch on is the 3+ study. This is probably one of the most common layouts in Gardenvista, and I think one of the highlights for me is that there is no balcony in this unit type. So the full livable space will be within your house. Secondly, there are also no bay windows to eat up space for this development. This sets it in contrast with some other developments from the same period where bay windows eat up a portion of the floor area. Next, there is also a private lift lobby for both the 3+ study and the 3-bedders in this development. This private lift lobby is accessed by the resident's access card and takes you direct to your respective unit. Thirdly, I like how the living and dining area, they are integrated yet offset from each other. This makes hosting friends over easy while having some segregation if needed. For the 2-bedder, I like the enclosed kitchen space, and I feel that the layout is efficiently designed. To me, it feels like the full-size version of the modern 2-bedders that we see in the current market. Next, for the 1+ study, they are all very individual. Not all the layouts are the same because these are patio units. Some have larger PES, some are not so big. Some, the layout and the location of the PES or the study can be different. But when it comes to this particular layout, I like how the study can potentially be a junior common room. When you look at it, it also comes with a powder room at the side that will potentially be an extra WC. For the kitchen, I also like how it is enclosed properly with a window. And the sizes are also very good at around 800 to 900 square feet for the 1+ study. So very good sizes. Overall, I think Gardenvista really designed the layouts very well, and personally, I like the bathtub provision for all the units. Maybe I'm traditional that way. So we have come to the end of today's review on Gardenvista. I hope that this video has been very helpful for you. So If you missed my last video that is on District 21, go ahead and click on the link up here. If there's any other condo or district that you would like me to do an in-depth review on, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Like this video? Want to receive more content like this? Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Jeremy Baruch Property. So once again, this is Jeremy Tan signing off.